Alright, so this is Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, and I am walking in the bush near a river. We'll get to that in a little bit, but goals for this week include meeting with someone that will help you grow your gifts. This is the third week of 3. Read Leviticus chapter 18. You're supposed to put 12 Bible verses in at least 3 rooms throughout your home or workplace. So put them up on the walls, your door, your gate, something like that. And also to write, draw, etc. Something creative. Some truth God is teaching you each day. So each day, draw something, make something creative to express yourself, express what God is teaching you. Alright, the name Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Behind the name Leviticus is instructions for the Levites, which was one of the tribes of the nation of Israel. Numbers is called that because there's many numbers, statistics in it, although there's also a lot of story in it as well. We've got Deuteronomy, which is from the word deuter, being second, and so it means second law, or better yet, repeat of the law. And we'll get to that, exactly what that means. Put this hand thing on here. The author is Moses. Leviticus more than 50 times says something like, "The Lord spoke to Moses saying," and Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy are usually put together. Well, they are put together with Genesis and Exodus, and some people will even call them first Moses, second Moses, third Moses, etc. Leviticus chapter 1 verse 1 says, "Now the Lord called to Moses and spoke to him with the tabernacle of meeting, saying," and more importantly, the New Testament refers to Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy as part of the law of Moses. Luke chapter 2 verse 22. "Now when the days of her purification according to the law of Moses were completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord." And so they reference very clearly that this is according to the purification which is recorded in the law of Moses, and so we find that it's very clearly of Moses, these books. Numbers chapter 33 verse 2, we find a clear point describing how Moses did write and wrote some things down. Numbers 33 verse 2, "Now Moses wrote down the starting points of their journeys at the command of the Lord, and these are their journeys according to their starting points." And then it lists them. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1, "These are the words which Moses spoke to all Israel on this side of the Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain opposite Suf, between Paran, Tophel, Laban, Hazeroth, and Dizahab." And so we find again just references over and over again as to Moses being the one who's recorded. Whether or not he did the exact writing, that he is the one who is getting these words from God and the leader at that point. We know he did write down a lot of things. Hebrews chapter 8 verses 1 to 5. "Now this is the main point of the things we are saying. We have such a high priest who is seated at the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heavens, a minister of the sanctuary and of the true tabernacle, which the Lord erected, and not man. For every high priest is appointed to offer both gifts and sacrifices. Therefore it is necessary that this one also have something to offer. For if he were on earth, he would not be a priest, since there are priests who offer the gifts according to the law, who serve the copy and shadow of the heavenly things, as Moses was divinely instructed when he was about to make the tabernacle. For he said, 'See that you make all things according to the pattern shown you on the mountain.'" Clearly Moses is the one recording information from God on making the tabernacle, on the law, when he's on the mountain. Clearly he's leading there, and so I think we can safely assume that Moses is the author, the speaker. In the same way that right now I'm holding the video camera and recording, but imagine somebody else was holding a video recorder. Well, they